Hello and welcome. Another game, another matchup here for Endpoint, another pause. You love to see it. You don't love to see it, you hate to see it. But Endpoint are going to be coming against Prosto here, Ukrainian side, who will be starting out on that T side. Endpoint, like they did in the previous map on Train earlier this evening, will be on the CT once again on that defense. And they had a very strong T half actually. So Prosto need to be careful that they don't allow Endpoint too many rounds in the CT side, or it's going to become a very difficult challenge going into that second half. Endpoint found 8 rounds on the T side, only dropping 1. Pretty impressive, or 7 rounds actually, only dropping 1. And the score did finish 16-7. So Endpoint definitely very strong on that T half. But we'll have to see how they fare on the CT first, as Mighty Max will have a kit for the Endpoint side as Smoke goes along with him. And Surreal's going to have a few bits of nades as well, as he becomes a grenade mule for the team. And Robin surely just gets a set of armor here, and he will do well. Prosto, they'll get the smoke, flashbang, and he dropped actually it dropped a P250 onto Nickelback there, so let's see if that P250 can maybe find an opening shot here for the Ukrainian side. One shot potential with it compared to the Glock. Should be a nice little boost to this Prosto attack here. But the 5 USP is still very dangerous, as the Prosto side going to be pushing out towards the A site, and nice opening shot for Foster. Mighty Max under a lot of pressure. Can he find anything? No, he can't. It's going to be Thomas who's able to finally get one for the Endpoint side, but Dima sick did take down Robin. That leaves just now 2 alive for Endpoint. Surreal and Crucial both able to pick off 1 AP. Crucial actually getting 1 through the smoke brings it into 2-on-2, and that's the bomb dropped in an awkward position now for Prosto. Nickelback's going to be heading all the way through towards CT. Surely gets this kill on towards Crucial. The low HP does fall. And now just Surreal. 1 versus 2. He's going to be flanking all the way through Pop Dog to try and get a different angle to what Prosto were expecting. Well, the bomb sort of dropped for Surreal here. He peeks out. He's going to spot out Stint. Can't find the shots on towards him, and gets a smoke in his face instead, and will re-flash himself through the smoke, but Nickelback close by destroys Surreal and his chances of closing out a round for Endpoint there. So Prosto picking up the pistol round. Starts off well for them. Should be able to convert his second here, but we'll see if they can deal with the buy from Endpoint, as there's a couple of scouts coming through, 1 for Crucial, 1 for Mighty Max. Deagle for Robin, and a couple of UMPs. You don't generally see UMPs that much anymore. It's the MP9s on that CT side that sort of have taken charge, and the Mac 10s on T side that are what you see mostly nowadays. I don't really see many UMPs coming out, and even then I don't see many kills with them. But what a nade there. Huge amounts of damage from Robin. 3 players dropping down to 50 points of health. That's going to be a tough situation for Prosto, especially if Surreal does get the finish onto one of them on that UMP. A quick headshot comes through, and Foster falls. Thomas finding another one, and another. All those low HP players going down to the UMPs. A bit of money brought up from the UMPs there. $600 a kill, but Nickelback is able to find 1 in return. Finding Robin, looking for more on the site. Surreal is now placed down low, while Thomas is also low himself. But with that upgrade onto the AK-47, Thomas takes down Nickelback, leaving just Willed at it. 23 points of health. Does find Crucial. The scout shot not able to connect for the kill. And 2 players below. As if Willed at it decides to push out of heaven. It's not going to be an easy set of kills to find. Mighty Max is still over towards the A site as well, making sure Willed at it doesn't try a little something towards the A site. And as the time starts to dwindle, his chances for that start to dwindle as well. May just try and save this AK-47. Actually decides to head for a little bit of a look over towards the Pop Dog position. I think at this point is just going to be saving 1 versus 3. Endpoint going to fire back immediately and find themselves a first round as well to tie things at 1-1. So an AK carried across into this round as well is a nice bonus for Endpoint, along with obviously the round win. The 4 kills coming through. Prosto going to pipe around that AK, obviously. They're going to get some pistols coming forwards, a few deagles, in fact. That AK is probably going to need to do the heavy lifting, though. Mighty Max still on the scout. Just get the headshot on toward Edit. Takes a bit of damage in return, but the advantage goes the way of Endpoint, and Nickelback's now going to be the one to try and take charge off that AK-47. Does quite a bit more damage to Mighty Max. Leaves it down low. Thomas is able to find one, but instantly traded out. That AK is just going to keep shifting hands. The nade stops it dead in its tracks now. Demonsit was the last player nearby, and that is the AK on the floor. Leaving just Foster and Spin. 2-on-4. Just deagles here, and the bomb is over towards T-spawn as well, so one of them is going to have to go back and try and collect it. And that will be Spin as Foster tries to make a bit of an opening towards the B site. Won't connect anything. Just shows his presence, and Streel is more than ready to take up arms to defend that site if needs be. But that has caused an extra rotation for Endpoint, which is now going to be shifting back towards the A site in the form of Robin, who takes position on A. Crucial. Spots out Foster and does a little bit of damage. But it's going to be Foster who actually gets the kill through the floor. The headshot on towards Crucial, who did a headshot on towards Foster as well, but the UMP not able to get the kill. It leaves him on 2 points of health. And Spin will be able to pick up that AK over towards Ivy, but the time's starting to run thin. 20 seconds on the clock. Surreal surely finds the kill to Foster. Yes, it is. And now Spin just going to try and back away. 10 seconds on the clock. No time. Sat behind the server box, trying to keep this AK alive. I don't think Endpoint are going to chase. They're just going to want to have these 3 M4s in the next round, or the 2 M4s in the AK-47, I should say. The 3 rifles into the next round, as they do take the lead in this game early on, fighting back against this Ukrainian side. And they should have a easier time of things now. Just that single AK-47 yet again. However, you can see Spin actually has no money, so it's going to be a bit of an awkward buy if Prosto aren't able to at least carry a rifle into this next round for Spin to use. That's the rest of the team just keeping the money high enough to have a full buy in the next round. Need from Crucial won't actually do any damage, unlike Robin's earlier. Top over towards the server box. Just, I'm not sure if he wanted it to go into the back corner over by long, or if he actually wanted it on the server box there. Because if it is on the server box, it does deny a boost over the smoke for Prosto, which they weren't actually going for, but just gives the player over in Ivy a bit more confidence in that angle. And well, that's the round pretty much shut down there. 3 kills coming through for Endpoint. Leaves just Nickelback and Foster. Bit of damage done to a few of these Endpoint plays, but no kills coming through. Eventually, Nickelback with that AK-47 is able to take down one, but now he needs to start thinking about just saving this weapon, because it is going to mean Spint has none in the next round, and he does go down. So Spint, what is he going to do here? UMP maybe at Mach 10, or just a pistol? We'll see. Just a deagle for him. Well, that's rough. Thomas and Crucial combine for that opening kill into Foster. Crucial's up. Tags one up, and the nade follows up as well. Taking down that low HP player. That at least gives Spint a weapon, so good for him. We'll gladly take that. Pushing through the smoke. It's going to be EMESEA, and he's able to trade things into the 4-on-4, catching Mighty Max, but takes a lot of damage in return. And Surreal up on high on the boxes over by those B-holes. Actually, Nickelback would seem to be ready for it. There's a lot of damage, but Surreal still able to find the kill on Robin with another one over towards that A site. Leaves it just up towards Spin and EMESEA as they work their way through Ivy. They don't have the bomb, though. So even if they're able to find a kill or two here, they have no way of getting the bomb down. That is on the other side of the map. They are just going to have to rely on the frags coming through here, surely. And I think Spotted Out has been one of them. But a nice shot from Spin there. It does take down Robin. His teammates, though, falling to that AWP of Crucial. He's now going to hightail it over towards the bomb to try and pick it up. But even if he gets to it, I don't think he's going to have much time to play with here the rest of the round, even in a 1 versus 3. Spin is able to find another kill, but with 10 seconds left, just going to back away. Happy with just doing a bit of damage to this Endpoint CT economy, as you can see. A few players from Endpoint, a little bit low on cash. He will be able to buy up in this next round. Thomas can drop over to Robin, or get a AWP for Crucial, which he will do, and that means Surreal can drop Robin instead. Either way, there's still plenty of money for the full buy, and they get it through. Prosto, no money for them. Spin, again, a save for him. Leaves him on just $600, though. So he may, again, be on a pretty ropey buy in the next round. They need to get this economy leveled out a little bit, I think, on this Prosto side. Nice flashbang. Doesn't actually result in the kill. Follow-up nade might, though. It does. Spin goes down, so there's the AK gone. It will go into EMESEA's hands. He tries to face, he falls, and now it truly is a gone weapon. Just the pistols left. Thomas maybe spotting one around the edge of the smoke. Does catch Nickelback as he tries to fish for that AK-47. Just 2 left alive now as Endpoint look to try and find themselves a clean round here and try and build up a bit of economy in reserve. Well, that its foot just spotted there. Find Robin over in the pop dog. Not going to be able to fire a shot off though. Got a bit of information for these Endpoint players, and Crucial spotting out another little toe over by the ramp. It does get the shot, but it's not enough to take the kill as it's through the edge of the wall. Now Will Dead it pushing forward, actually able to take down Crucial, who goes for the peak instead of allowing Surreal just to mop things up there. So one player does drop. They do keep 4 weapons alive, including that AWP that Mighty Max carries into this round for Crucial. Actually, they're going to go for a double up set up here. Mighty Max will be the one to wield that secondary up. Molotov on the CT side towards the top of Pop Dog instead of a nade. However, Surreal, the B-side defender, went for a bit of aggression over towards that B ramp and gets punished for it. 2 players wait for him, and a shot through the smoke by EMESEA. A little bit of luck maybe, but able to get the spray down on towards Thomas, finding another kill for this Ukrainian side, giving them the 5-on-3. Endpoint going to be able to answer back from this one, or is Prosto going to be able to double their rounds here? Nickelback might be able to find another kill on towards the site. Robin, maybe Prey, and he will be Prey. Crucial did eventually find one, but it's all Crucial now. This left alone, 1 versus 4. His position is known. So he is going to relocate over towards Connector. Different angle for him to work with. And will Prosto expect this one? Doesn't look like Crucial's going to go too hard into trying to commit to this one. I think he's just going to try and maybe pick off a kill or 2 here. Fires off a shot, Will Dead it. Nicely baiting that one out. We'll also bait out the Molotov from Crucial just to try and hold that player back. The Scarpa's over towards Heaven. Well, Crucial will eventually go down. Spin the one to take that final kill. Crucial actually hit the shot, but through the corner of the box, can't find the kill. It seems like Crucial's hitting a lot of shots, but none of them really finding the actual kills here. A lot of warbangs. As we'll see Prosto now. Very nice buy coming into this next round. Endpoint a little bit disjointed in terms of the economy. Are just going to try and organise things. That's the outcome up for Surreal. A few Deagles and a USP. They'll have enough money for the buy in the next round, and Surreal and Mighty Max combined are going to be able to take the opening kill onto World Edit. That's the AWP going down pretty quick here for Prosto. Quick answer back, though, from Foster. Mighty Max was going a little bit aggressive over towards the trains. Crucial on top of one of the trains as well has found a kill and a half, which Surreal is able to finish off. So Endpoint fighting back again with another force buy. Foster, though, a second kill for him. He keeps trying to fight for his team here. Demastic needs to find at least one of these kills, preferably both. But he's going to find none as Robin. The headshot on the Deagle. That's enough to close this round out, surely. Foster now left in a 1 versus 3, and weapons picked up for this Endpoint side. And another round for Prosto, which they definitely should have won. Endpoint, another force buy victory. They won the second round after Prosto won the pistol, and now the 8th round here. And so just took a bit of an eco, readying themselves for that next round. 40 seconds on the clock for Foster to try and work with, but I think it's merely him trying to save at this point. 1 versus 3. And the bomb in that CT control. Endpoint are going to be able to carry an AK, an AWP, and possibly a second AK actually, as well as Surreal. Should be switching that over. Will indeed do that now. So, nice smorgasbord of weapons coming through for the Brits in this next round. They do collect the AWP, the 2 AKs. Prosto will just save that single AWP for themselves. Well, that it, sorry, single AK for themselves. Well, that it buys up an AWP. As I just knocked something over. But a strong CT half so far from Endpoint. Has similarities to the game against Vizsla they had earlier on train. Strong early CT side, with Vizsla bouncing back in the mid portion, followed by a couple rounds at the end from the Endpoint side, and then just a very dominant T half from Endpoint. We'll see if that's going to be the case here again, or whether Prosto can start to find a little bit of success, but an opening kill from Mighty Max is not going to be very encouraging for the Ukrainian side. Nico back is able to fight back for 1. Not able to stick around too long and needs to bail out of that main position and regroup with his teammates, who are going to totem pole away in towards Hot Dog. Nobody there from Endpoint to receive it, though. Foster go back up the ladder. Might want to hit the B site now. It does look like that is going to be their attention. Surreal, the only player on this B site at the moment. Crucial has rotated over now with that AWP and is over towards the back of the site, but Surreal is going to have to field most of this attack from Prosto. Crucial takes down 1 as he actually pushed down the grey train lane. As Crucial with another 1. Oh, it's just gone absolutely huge. Surreal does get the final kill, but Crucial with 3 there. Nice frags coming out. Endpoint find themselves on a 7th. Prosto gonna have a bit of a weird buy here. 4 Deagles and a AWP bought up. Nickel back with that AWP actually bought a bit extra than the rest of his team, who kept themselves around 2k mark, while Prosto, sorry, well, Nickelback has just $500 in bank. But that AWP is going to be able to open things up here for the Prosto side. That's a weapon that might be able to be picked up later in the round. It certainly can't get picked up at the moment, but over towards Ivy. That might help in a defense or an attack. That is not going to help though, a spin. Spammed through the floor by Robin. The AK wins in that duel, I'm afraid. Now Prosto. We've got the 4-on-4. I've got position over towards those B holes with a few players still. Again, it's Surreal just alone on that B site. Crucial is going to come to his aid again. We'll see if he's needed this time. Prosto going to be pushing forwards. Nickelback actually secures the opening kill. A nice slow peek into the sights of Crucial, but it is Nickelback who finds a kill. And Demasic now over towards Ivy, finds one. Just collect that AK-47 as well, but tagged down low. This is a crucial kill for Robin. Surreal finds one as well over towards that B site. So now Robin, can he hold off this A push alone? Gets dinked down by that Deagle through the corner of the wall, though. Won't kill him. And now just 5 seconds. That nade a little bit late on towards the site. He threw it as quick as he could. The Molotov doing a bit of damage, but the bomb planted, and now 2 versus 3 retake for these two Endpoint players. And Robin and Surreal are both quite low on HP. Demasic down to 22 though. Well, that's not going to matter if Surreal just gets his head absolutely caved in by World Edit. And Prosto are going to fight back with a eco round victory of their own here to secure a third. Robin is going to pick up an AK-40, sorry, an AWP, but World Edit's AK-47 does get the final kill, and that is the 3 on the board now for Prosto. There's still life left in them on this T side, so Endpoint need to be careful they don't get too complacent here. A similar thing almost happened with Vizsla, and with Endpoint probably not wanting to rely too much on their T side here. They'll want to try and get the same amount, if not more, rounds on that. On the CT side. Demasic just going very aggressive over towards Sandwich. Crucial though has found the opening kill, and now Demasic catches Thomas trying to jump through the smoke, not expecting a player that close. These things in a 4-on-4, and Demasic sort of left out of this A site. His teammates nowhere really to be seen. They're going to try clearing out the pop dog. There isn't anybody there from Endpoint, but it's better safe than sorry. Demasic up on the train is going to get caught on the ladder. Robin. Nice angle that Demasic's not ready for. And A coming through from Robin as well does do a decent amount of damage onto Spin, who's going to fall victim to that to that HE again as Nickelback on the AWP. Just went out in the duel over Crucial to bring things into the 3-on-3. .45 seconds on the clock. There is still plenty of time for Prosto to work with, and that is the barrel spotted out by Nickelback, and an easy kill there for him. Mighty Max has no idea, and now it's just Robin and Surreal, and that nade hitting Robin on the site gives the indication to Nickelback that the player is there. Robin almost gets shot by the door, but now he's got Surreal for a bit of backup, who's able to take down Foster over by the E-box. That's the bomb dropped as well, that now is going to be Spin trying to collect it. A quick shot from Robin on the site with that AWP is enough to secure the kill onto Nickelback, leaving just Spin, who makes a bit of noise. A shot as well comes through. Robin close by, he gets a no-scope. Endpoint secure the 8th, denying Prosto another consecutive round. Prosto not able to string these rounds together at all. It's just been singular rounds dotted throughout this first half so far. There's still 4 more rounds to play for, so it's always still room to come back into this one. And this round could be a turning point for Prosto. If they're able to pick it up, it could be a springboard for themselves, as Endpoint don't have much cash in reserve. But losing this one is going to put them in a very dire situation. It's probably going to be 10 on the board for the Endpoint side. Robin almost caught out there, actually dropping off the train, able to get himself ready before Foster can get a shot off. And then the smoke follow-up. Let's just block off that pop dog position. Double peek in towards Ivy. Secures a kill on towards Demasic. Thomas trying to find the spray onto Nickelback further back. Not able to land it. Just try and get out of that position and leaves himself on 7 points of health. Nickelback down to 50, so we're still a worthwhile push from Endpoint there, securing another kill, nobody going down, brings things into the 5-on-3. Rolled it again, just trying to find an angle onto us, crucial. Trying to take down that AWP and open up an avenue for Prosto in towards this site as Thomas does get caught. That's a low HP though, getting found by the AWP. Spint finds one on the site. Surreal not ready for them to be pushed that far forward, but Crucial's AWP fires back with one. And Will Edit on the site, going to get mollied off. They can't push on towards the site yet. They are eventually going to smoke it down, and Nickelback will get that bomb down, but pushing forward is going to be crucial. AWP close range. Is it going to be able to find these shots? And Mighty Max as well. Going to be pushing from further back with Robin on the flank. Robin could do everything here for the Endpoint side. He does find the first and the second. He does do everything for the Endpoint side there. Apart from the defuse, which Crucial will be picking up now. No problem. They have a kit and 9th now on the board. Endpoint continued to deny Prosto many rounds in this first half. But a buy-up from Ukrainian side. 2 AWPs coming through as well. Nickelback and Will Edit to wield both of these. We'll see if this is going to be enough to turn the tides. Endpoint themselves are going to be wielding double AWPs as well. Mighty Max continues to wield that secondary AWP and tag onto Nickelback as he tries to push out of main. Down to 50 goes. Actually, he was further back behind the wall. The shot was tried to be made. The shot was attempted on Spint. He crossed over, but then through the wall at the back, it hits Nickelback. Someone's going aggressive. We'll be catching Spint there, and Mighty Max with another one as well. So finding a shot. Well, it's just Endpoint finding all of these individual jewels here, winning them out. Also, just trying to run through smokes as well. This isn't going to work out very well for them. Just Nickelback and Will Edit. Just Will Edit now. Nickelback gets his head torn off. 1 versus 5 for him. He looks for a kill over towards his B site. Nobody is over there. It's a ghost town. Just 35 seconds on the clock. 5 kills to find. Doesn't have the bomb either. I think it's pretty much a done deal here. I think it's fair to say it's Endpoint on a 10th. Double digits coming up, well, pretty early for this British side. Looking like a much stronger CT side than they had on against Vizsla as well earlier today. So that does not bode well for Prosto, who would have been hoped to have tried to contain the CT side and then try and deal with the T side as it comes, as that T side was looking very, very strong for Endpoint. There's a bit of consolation there. World Edit is able to pick up one final kill. I think it was onto Surreal. That'll be all. And the match does get paused here. I'm assuming Prosto deciding what to do here. 2 rounds left of the half. They are going to be looking to invest into this one. They're all carried forward. They're going to get a few AKs around it. Demasic probably brings up an AK as well. But look at the lack of utility here. Really, the best they can achieve is a couple flashbangs in terms of utility. The pause does come to an end. The only player really fragging, the only player for Prosto in the double digits, the only player fragging out for Prosto is Nickelback, and actually we have a disconnection. That is Demasic leaving the server, so I'm assuming hopefully we'll be rejoining shortly. Meanwhile, on Endpoint, there's only one player who isn't in double digits, and that's Mighty Max, the IGL, for that Endpoint side. Nobody from Endpoint is actually negative on KD either. Mighty Max is neutral, 6-6, but not negative. Well, Nickelback's the only player who isn't negative for the Prosto side. It's not been a great half so far, and I'm sure they'll be hoping to have a fresh start on CT on that defensive side. I mean, it's the best they can hope for at this point. I mean, the best they can hope for at the end of this half in terms of a scoreline is 10-5, and that's if they pick up both of these following halves. But both of these following rounds, sorry, in this half. We do just wait for ESEA to return to the server. Hopefully, it shouldn't be too long. I'm sure Endpoint are itching to get back going. They've got the double AWP set up once again. Mighty Max and Crucial wielding both of those weapons. I can only speculate what the issue is here for ESEA. I mean, I'm assuming got timed out. He is back at the server though, so hopefully we'll be resuming shortly to buy up the weapon. So I'm assuming everything is going to be a-okay here for Prosto to resume this game. And the pause does get cancelled. So we're going back live now. Endpoint looking to try and find 11th. Prosto looking to try and deny that and secure a 4th here. Try and fight for the scraps of this first half. It is a single AWP, 4 AKs for the T side. See if they have anything lined up their sleeves and maybe shake things up a little bit, as they haven't been able to find any consistent success yet. Well, they're just hoping to maybe find a player over towards B. Try and find an opening pick with that AWP. With a minute 15 on the clock, there's still plenty of time to be working with. A nice nade from Surreal does catch ESEA down to just under 70 points of health. Well, the double kill from Surreal is just going to be absolutely able to shut down this round. A third as well coming through. And that is just the round over already. Mighty Max catches Nickelback on that flank, and Robin with the final kill. It's I mean, it's a flawless round there for Endpoint. Nobody going down. Surreal finding 3 frags there on that B-site defense. Didn't even really need a rotation, but he got it anyway, and then Robin closes out that final kill. Prosto brought up 4 AKs. A Galil. Thomas is able to take down 1. Mighty Max from another. Nickelback was able to find one before he went down, so he brings it into a 4-on-3, but Surreal bringing it into a 4-on-2, and Mighty Max into a 4-on-1, so I mean, these players just dropping like flies for Prosto in this round. The only player left is Spint. Let's see if anything can be found by him. Mighty Max just might have been able to spot out the legs there. Definitely knows he's there now as the bullets come whizzing by. These Endpoint players are going to be rotating over just to make sure that Spint will indeed die shortly. With a minute on the clock, he's not got a lot to work with. Being forced back by the Molotov as well. Surreal does take the peak and finds a kill. So 12-3 the first half there. A dominant first half from Endpoint on the CT side, but we'll see if they can match the form they had against Visitor on this T side. They found 6 of the 7 rounds in that second half to close out. It's the game out 16-7. We'll see if Endpoint can find these final 4, or if Prosto are going to start to mount a comeback. I mean, for the good of this game, I hope Prosto can find a few rounds here. It's never nice to see a blowout, but it feels like that's probably what they're going to be getting here. Endpoint. They do prefer the T-sides on most maps. They have a stronger record on the T-sides a lot of the time. So they have put themselves in a very peachy position. Also going to have Foster on that kit and a HE for him as well. While Endpoint will have Mighty Max and Robin both with a couple bits of utility. Robin's actually going to buy himself up a P250 alongside the HE and the flashbang, so that is a decent amount of utility, and that hopefully that P250 can find a couple quick kills. But look at Demasif going aggressive. He's been able to pick off the opening kill and drop back down the ladder quickly. Nickelback with another one as well, so the aggression across the map from Prosto is able to net a couple opening kills. But now Endpoint, they themselves are going to be aggressive, finding fielding all three players over towards the Ivy position. Spint's actually been able to catch the last player there as he cross across A2. That's a bomb dropped, and Crusoe's going to have to go back for it. Now need to try and field off the advances of these last Prosto players, all 5 of them. And, well, I don't think he's going to have much chance in a very clean round from the Ukrainian side. All 5 players surviving, none of the Endpoint players getting any kills. But Prosto found the pistol round in the first half, and Endpoint immediately forced back into victory. We'll see if they can find it again, or whether Prosto will be able to close out the anti-eco here. They do have pretty decent weaponry to do it. 3 rifles, MP9 and a scout should be more than enough to deal with these 3 Tech 9s and a couple of Deagles. But you never know in these sorts of rounds. You never know in these sorts of games. It can swing either way. These 4 spies have way too much success nowadays. No fast aggression from Endpoint here. They're just going to try and work themselves into a position where maybe they can catch a Prosto player a little bit aggressive, hungry for kills, maybe an SMG player or something like that. Just something to lighten the herd. There's 3 players currently stacked over towards Ivy from Endpoint. They're going to try bursting out a player over in main as well to try and crunch onto towards this A site. Goes 1 for 1. Over by the green train. Robin able to pick up that M4 as well now. So that's a weapon in the hands of Endpoint. Demasif gets taken down by it, but not before he finds a kill. Nickelback with one that does go unanswered. Will Dead it with another leaves just Robin. 1 versus 3. And Foster going down. Just making an expensive round. Will Dead it just about surviving with 2 points of health. But a 5th round for Prosto. So that's what they need. Rounds on the board. A few players going down does make it costly. They'll be hoping this next round is a lot cleaner. Team Endpoint just going to be saving in this one. A couple pistols board up, but nothing spectacular. A Tech 9, 2 Deagles, and a P250. The only real thing is purchased. Surreal eats a bit of a nade early on. Down to half HP he goes. Now Demasif on the ladder making a lot of noise. Does decide to drop off as he spots nobody around. Knows he will have been heard and knows that their attention will be turned towards him. Endpoint again, just trying to fish for an opening here. Trying to make a bit of noise without overcommitting to an angle. Just to try and force a bit of aggression from this Prosto side. Mighty Mac's going to be pushing close, trying to find the kill on towards Spint, who will not get it. Spint does find 2 on the MP9 before Thomas eventually takes him down. But now the Deagle from Surreal, maybe trying to find a shot, but him and his brothers are going to get mowed down pretty quickly here. Crucial found another kill, but it's just Surreal. 5 HP with a Deagle. Good luck in finding another kill here. Demasif low around the corner might be a candidate for this Deagle to find the shot, and it will actually get it. So another kill goes Endpoint's way. Another round where they find 3 kills. Another round where Prosto can't quite build up any economy. Going to mean a lot of force. Well, rebuying back into this round. Although luckily a lot of kills on the SMGs means a lot of extra cash coming in. So it's not as bad as it may seem, but they've not got much money to play with here. AKs from Endpoint. It's going to be fast out towards the A side, completely shifting up the tempo here. Oh, Will Dead it. If he just fired a split second sooner, might have been able to catch 1 or even 2 kills with that AWP, but Thomas walking onto the site. Oh no, that is absolutely monumental for Team Endpoint. Will Dead it eventually finds one back from the Ivy position, but Surreal shuts him down. Foster pushing in towards the site. It's good for 1. But Endpoint, a very quick round just to try and overrun this Prosto side, and they do it efficiently there. 5 AKs roll over the Prosto defense. Thomas with huge free frags there. Prosto are going to be able to get the force buy in here. It's a couple, well, an M4, an AUG, a FAMAS, a Scout, and a Deagle. Really not much utility to play with, so Team Endpoint in a very solid position here to try and find 14 and get things a little bit closer towards match point. Foster going down early. Does a lot of damage towards Surreal, but can't find the frag. That leaves the B-side defense a little open, but Nickelback on top of the train, finding Thomas, brings it into the 4-on-4. Team of 6 gone aggressive on the ladder, but Surreal, just a 2 HP, is enough to find the kill. Not a shot landed by Demon 6 there. Probably should have been able to find that frag. It does bring things back into the Endpoint advantage. Endpoint now going to be hitting the same site spin through the smoke, doing a lot of damage, but as then Robin just sidesteps the bullets, he's able to get the spam and return. Crucial with Noah Will, that it's the last player alive. Gets one with the Scout, that's the low HP of Robin, but 3 more players to find the bomb planted. Good luck trying to hold the cross. Does get the tag onto Mighty Max, but receives one in turn. That leaves him in a very awkward position now. Cyclops Modi tries to fish for a bit of a sliver of a shot here. It's given a chance, but will that it down to just 14 points of health. Switches over to the AK. He's able to claim the kill on towards Crucial, who pushes him close, and that's now quite a bit of damage done towards Endpoint. Another kill comes through as well. So just the 1 player surviving for Endpoint, but they will be okay in terms of the economy. The bomb plant will help out with their money, and they will be able to get another buy through as they do find 14 here. Prosto decide to do here. They have that saved AK that is going to be in Will Deadit's hands. They have a Scout, a couple of Deagles, a CZ, the force buying into it. They don't want Endpoint to find 15 just yet, but the AUG for Crucial might be a huge advantage for the Endpoint side, alongside all of those rifles. I'd be surprised if Endpoint don't get this round. Thomas caught off guard a little bit. It's supported by Mighty Max, who finds that shot. Demosit going down, and through the smoke. Actually not showing up as a smoke kill on the little graphic in the top right. But will find the kill. Eventually one is returned back by Will Deadit. Another one for Splint. Over in Ivy. Gets caught out though by Mighty Max, pushing a little closer. Will Deadit still in his position over behind the green train. Mighty Max needs to be careful about the getting exposed towards Connector, but he deals with Will Deadit efficiently. Now that just leaves Foster. 1 versus 3 with a Deagle to try and deny Endpoint match point. Trying to find it with a Deagle. The quick jiggle peek's not going to work out for him here. No shots hit, but at long range, we'll find Crucial. Surreal though. He's ready and waiting. Quick on the trade. The AWP is lost, but Endpoint will, I assume, be more than happy with 5 AKs here. (15-6). I think this is going to be Endpoint securing the match here. Just 4 MP9s and a Scout for Prosto to try and work with. It's going to rely on some aggression. A lot of nade damage done, and the opening kill actually goes away. A spin over towards the Pop Dog position. He's able to upgrade to a rifle, but the kill's getting traded out either way. Does leave Endpoint in the 3-on-3. Bit of damage done towards both sides. Spin down low, but so is our Thomas and Mighty Max. The MP9 on the site is able to find Foster. Sorry, he's able to find Mighty Max. It is Foster who finds the kill. And now Thomas pushing forwards to spot out Foster and able to find that headshot, looking for Will Deadit. Can't find it. Now Robin, 1 versus 2 to try and secure the game for Endpoint. Will take down Will Deadit, but does he expect a second play around the corner? No, he doesn't. Spin seals the final kill. And Endpoint going to have to wait a little bit longer to find their 16th here. Prosto keep themselves alive, find a 7th. Endpoint, actually, not Gory, they got the money. They're going to force buy into this one. A UMP, AK-47, couple of Eagles, and a Galil. Prosto's buy isn't too much better. They've got a couple rifles, the FAMAS as well. An SMG and a Scout. So Endpoint, knowing the Prosto economy is a little bit weak. And a huge nade onto Deemsic doing half HP, but the real win already is Surreal finding the kill onto Foster. Although it does answer back, the low HP of Surreal goes down. So 4-on-4. And I've just realised it's raining a lot outside, so you might be able to hear that. I'll just close the window. I'll just close the window because I think that might be picking up by the mic. A bit thunderstormy. Another trade goes through. Nickelback finding one before Robin ends his life. Into a 3-on-3. Weaponry pretty even now at this stage. A Scout for Will Edit alongside a AK-47 and a UMP, while Endpoint have the AK and M4 and a Galil. And Spence able to find one as well. Right, Max tagged down low. Surely puts Prosto in a nice position here to find an 8th. Keep this game going. Another shot from the Scout is able to collect on towards Robin, but not the kill, who is able to... Well, Robin is able to find the kill on towards World Edit instead. Another kill from Mighty Max. He's spin in a 1 versus 2, but it's all over. Nice clutch there from Robin and Mighty Max to close out the game, 16-7.